say if your 8-year-old said this?
Dad, I can speak to spirits.
What would you do? What would you do? Would you freak out? Would you get help? Or would you support him? How would you react? Well, my next guest has had that experience, so let's ask him. Please welcome Danny. So, Danny, what did your little boy tell you when he was, what, 8 years old? What did he say?
He said he can see ghosts and he can speak to the dead people in the spirits world.
Oh, and what did you say?
A load of rubbish, really.
But did he just say it once or twice, or...?
Well, I can't remember, that long ago. He just come out and told us.
And how old was he back then?
Started around when he was about 8 years old.
OK, well, there's definitely 3 of you in this relationship, isn't there? There's a whole topic you can't talk about. So please welcome, he's 17, your son now?
Yeah, 17, yeah.
17-year-old Tom. How did this start?
Well, it started off, Trisha, when I was 8, and I was laying in my bed.
Right.
And I seen... Well, at first I thought it was my mum. And, you know, I was like, Mum, what are you doing in my room at this time of night?
Right.
And obviously I had no response. I was like, Mum, speak to me. Speak back to me. I was getting a bit, you know, wrapped off. So I put my hand out, and obviously there's no physical being there that I could touch. So...
Can you remember how you reacted at 8? Didn't you
Well, to be honest
mad?
with you, I just turned away. And then a couple of minutes later, I thought, hang on, you know, is this my imagination or what? So I turned back round, and it's still there.
Were you frightened?
I wasn't frightened, to be honest. I was peaceful. I mean, since then, she's visited me again.
So who was this, if it wasn't your mum?
No, sorry, it was my nana in a younger version, looking like my mum. When I've seen younger pictures of my nana since, I was like, oh.
Have you seen other people apart from your nana?
Yeah, my granddad. I've seen other spirits who come to me and want to, you know, get messages across to people.
And this picture here's your nana?
Yeah, that's how I seen my nana when she came to me.
Have you never been frightened?
To be honest, no, because at that age, you know, it's natural to me. I didn't know any different. And because I've grown up with it, I've never known any different.
Can you remember when you told your dad about it?
Yeah, well, I was speaking to my dad about it, speaking to my mum about it. And obviously my mum's supportive, and she actually told me what she'd never told anybody before, that she too has seen spirits.
Did you know this?
No.
She'd never told anybody.
Have you been keeping your dad out of the loop?
Well, you know, my mum, obviously, she didn't want to develop it, she just left it at that. But my dad, because he's so sceptical, I mean, I've tried explaining it from the scientific...
So, hang on, because your dad's so sceptical, how long have you and your wife been married?
21 years.
And she's seriously has never told you this?
No.
Oh, we might as well keep going. What else doesn't he know?
He knows now.
The dead know more than the living, by the looks of it. So, your mum's had the same feeling?
Yeah, the same experiences. Like, she'll be down shopping and she'll see spirits just walking. And I said, well, how did you know that the spirits are not just normal people?
What, in the aisles of the supermarket? No.
Yeah, just walking, they'll nod at her, you know, and carry on. But I said, well, are these not normal people walking down the street? Because myself, I'm very sceptical until I've had the proof there. You know, I just don't think, oh, yeah, you know, my nana's at the end of the bed, oh, I'm psychic, there's ghosts, is there an afterlife? I go and I research it, I've researched it, you know, I've done scientific point of views.
But is this for attention or what?
Oh, no.
I just wanted to say, I totally believe what you're saying, and there are spirits, definitely. Have you ever thought of trying to record? Because, yeah?
Yeah, what? When I've done readings...
With a tape recorder or...
Oh, yeah. Well, all my readings that I've done, I've recorded them on tape. Obviously, you know, the person that I've...
Can you hear them back?
No, you've recorded your readings, but have you ever tried to record dead people speaking to you?
Have you done that?
Yes, I have indeed.
Yeah, you have?
Yes, I have. I've done this for 9 years, and I've recorded...
Who did you record?
Hundreds and hundreds of people. Hundreds of people.
Saying
everything that you can think of. Saying the most banal things, giving me advice. They even come through to me on my telephone.
Well, to be honest...
I have the opportunity.
Yeah,
I want people to know.
Well, like so you say, why have I ever thought about recording them? I have no need to. I have no urge to record spirits speaking.
Yes.
Why? Sorry.
Well, I know you're interested in looking at this scientifically, and our organisation had a reward for people that would demonstrate any skill at
Which
all.
organisation?
We offered, it was the Association for Sceptical Inquiry,
Yep.
and we offered £12,000 to anybody that could prove that they could communicate with the dead. I know it's not a princely sum, but it's as much as we could come up with. And it was a genuine
Has
offer.
anyone-
But no one applied until there was an article in the paper, and then a few people applied. The test was to actually answer specific information. Like my grandfather, I'd like to know a medium anywhere that would tell me his nickname. None can. None ever do, and I've spoken to a few.
Well, like you're saying about offering the reward, £12,000, OK, I've never charged for my readings.
Give it to charity.
So what,
you know, it's...
I would if they'd make a donation,
But you can't,
by all
you can't
means.
just do that on the spot,
But-
tell somebody their grandfather's nickname.
Quite possibly I could. I don't know.
Go ahead.
But the only thing is... OK, let me explain this to you, OK? If I wanted, say, my mum now to come here and speak to you, well, I can't now because she's back in Manchester. But I'd have to, you know, I'd have to wait till she'd come all the way over here.
But we listen to mediums all the time. They're on the radio, they're on the television. They have no problem at all.
Yeah, well,
There's
when
someone
spirit
in the
come
audience,
to
oh,
us...
I've got someone here. They seem
fair
to
enough.
zip about all over
When
the
spirit
place.
come to us, you know, we can give that information. What if they wasn't ready? What if your granddad didn't want to be bothered? At the end of the day, you're obviously a sceptic,
Yeah, what if your
okay?
granddad didn't want to be bothered?
I know.
He might have disliked you.
But you see, that's just...
You're
But what
obviously
our
a
test was,
sceptic.
sorry, what our test was
Okay,
was
go
not
on.
just my granddad, that was a question I asked. We had 12 questions. Now, maybe all our dead relatives don't want to talk to us. Maybe that's your explanation.
Now, what would
it's
you...
not a very good one.
Do you know what I'm dying to ask you?
No, just briefly.
What I was going to... I'm dying to ask you, if you were you're a sceptic, right, as your dad is, as Danny is here, what would you do if your son came to you, like Tom has, and said the same things? What would you do? Because here we're hearing Danny's wife has seen things, his son has, and they've kept him out of the loop. So what's your advice to Dad? Because he's all on his own.
I would do exactly what I've just done. I would ask my son to prove it.
Has he proved it to you?
No.
Not at all?
He tried talking about it, but he hasn't actually proved it. I haven't actually seen any evidence.
So what's he talking about, then, if it doesn't exist? Why is he doing this?
Don't know.
It's quite possible he actually believes it. I don't remotely think he's lying or anything. I'm sure he believes in it. I'm sure he thinks he can do this. And I'm quite happy to
From
do
a
it.
different point of view,
but
in all
the difference
fairness.
is that we... Yeah, but
See,
when
now
we come
this
up
is
with an
the way our
objective
sceptics
test...
do. You say that psychics just chatter on and don't even give sceptics a chance to speak. What about now? From your point of view, fair enough, you're saying, I've been brought up believing this, I've been brought up with these experiences, it might be all be in my mind, it might not be. So how about, OK, if I had moments with you, if you was to open your mind to the spirit world, I'd go through guided meditation with you, and you had your own experiences, then come back and tell me that you don't believe, then I'll say, OK, fair enough. But until you've done that, don't doubt.
It's given you something to think about as far as your relationship is with your son. Maybe you should at least hear your son and wife out so you don't feel quite so out of the loop. Is that something you think of doing?
I'm going to have to say I'm a medium. I'm going to join it, mate. I'm going to say I'm a medium.
You're going to join it?
Yeah.
You're going to
say it on my underpants.
See, Trisha, no matter what way I put it to him, it's this. Same with these wonderful people who...
I'll tell you how you can convince a whole load of people, and this is a joke, but bear with me. See all these guys here. Now, if you told them whether they were going to score tonight...
No, I'm not looking like that, and I don't think they would.
What do you reckon?
Well, obviously, without taking the time out, I mean, I could use psychometry, I could hold onto an object, tune into the energy of it.
We're just saying, yes. Yes, that's the problem. That's the problem, as Tom is saying. In order to find out whether these lads will score tonight or not, he has to hold on to an object.
Well,
and
not
we can't
necessarily.
do that on television. All right, unfortunately, thank you very much.
Thank
but
you, Trisha.
unfortunately, we are right out of time. Now, if you hear things go bump in the night, now you know what to do. No? We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
If you think it's great on screen, then be there for real. Call our studio audience hotline on 09009 100 555 or text the word tickets and your details to 80088. Trisha Goddard here on 5.
Most of the men you met today imagined having sex with you, and you felt